This is like the boss that like every fucking noob is like, I'm the master of Vorkath.
Hey, how's it hanging, brochachos and brochachettes? It's a real bro here, back today with another YouTube video, this time killing Vorkath 1,000 times and showing you guys the loot, so you can see what you can expect, what kind of kills per hour you can get, etc, 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 if you are an average or slightly below average or terrible OSRS player like me. And bam! Just like that, there's the loot from 1,000 Vorkath kills. As you can see, 152 million GP over 1,000 kills. That averages out to about 152,000 per kill. And I averaged roughly 30 kills per hour. I actually did have some hours where I hit 31 kills per hour, but most of the time it was about 29, 30. So it took me in total 37 hours spread out over about 2 weeks. And 152 million. That's not too shabby. And if you have an especially astute eye, you'll notice that I got quite a few elite clue scrolls, which I did complete most, if not all of them. I think I dropped a couple of them because they were in the wilderness on like the first step, and I just didn't feel like going through all of that hassle and whatnot. And so anywho, I think I spent about 10 million on resources in total over the time period that I spent killing Vorkath. So let's do some rough math here. We'll say from the clue scrolls, I got like 3 million total from 13 of them. And spent 10 mil, so let's say I made 150 million profit. 150 million divided by 37 works out to be just a little bit under 4 million GP profit per hour. And that's pretty darn good. If you spend a couple hundred hours killing Vorkath, using my rate of efficiency and supplies and yada yada yada, you'll have yourself an Elysian Spirit Shield, or nearly 1 billion gold cash stack, whichever floats your boat. And what's even better than having a fat cash stack or the best in slot shield item in the game is the sense of pride and accomplishment that you get from earning your money yourself, instead of some of the credit card warriors that you see at the GE, who, you know, you check their high scores and it's pretty suspicious to say the least. Now, in terms of enjoyability, I would say that in terms of OSRS PVM money making, I would say that the Corrupted Gauntlet is like a piping hot bag of Arby's. It's delicious, you eat it quick, you get in, you get out, you're good to go. Killing Vorkath is more like a roast beef flatbread sandwich from Subway. Yeah, it's good, but it's boring. And yeah, it might be better for you than a piping hot bag of Arby's in the long run, but you're gonna enjoy the piping hot bag of Arby's more than the flatbread roast beef sub from Subway. And you might be wondering to yourself, a real bro, why would you make such a comparison between a delicious piping hot bag of Arby's, i.e. the Corrupted Gauntlet, and a healthy but distastefully boring Subway sandwich, aka Vorkath? And my answer to that, if you will allow me to elaborate, is that if you get an enhanced crystal weapon seed on drop rate, then it works out to be about the same profit per hour as Vorkath. The only difference is, you might go dry. Vorkath is much more consistent. It is more than likely the most consistent moneymaker in the game. It's just kinda boring. But it is good for you, i.e. Subway sandwich. Healthy. It keeps your cash stack growing. You don't have to worry about relying on RNG to get a big drop to make it worth your time. And with all that being said, I do plan on returning to Vorkath. I will probably grind it out until I get the pet, no matter how many kills that takes, just because the money is so good and it's so consistent. And my end goal, at least for the near future, is to earn enough to get an Elysian Spirit Shield. That's kind of like my soft goal before I go back to the Inferno. Because once I have the Elysian, I'll literally have every best in slot item for the Inferno, and I will not have literally any possible excuse to avoid it any longer. So who knows, maybe I'll make a loot from 3,000 Vorkath kills in the near future or something like that. Probably not, because I'm lazy and I want to do other stuff. Ideally, I'll get the pet pretty soon. I'll get the Elysian Spirit Shield. I'll hop back in the Inferno, get it on the first try back, naturally, and then I'll move on to funner, more challenging content, like preferably Fasani's Nightmare. I'd love to camp that out for a good period of time. I just feel like I'll get roasted by the YouTube community if I start posting videos of me farming Fasani's with a cheese cape on. other than that, that's really all I gotta say for this whole video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully it gives you some motivation to get after it and get some money, get that cash stack growing. And normally I am incredibly spooned. I did get third aged from both of my first Elite Clue casket and my Master casket. But the only thing I got from Vorkath was Draconic Visage. So the Silver Spoon still exists, but it's not quite as profitable as it has historically been. Anywho, have a good one.